And glad that you're still with us. We now cross over to Bomas of Kenya, where the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has rejected the application by Agano Presidential candidate David Mwaure Wahiga for failing to meet requirements on his supporters' identification details. He has until 2 p.m. Friday to resubmit application for registration as a candidate. Now, this comes as more political aspirants across the country await to receive their nomination certificates. And we shall be joining our reporter Kamche Menza, who will give us more details on the developments at Bomas of Kenya. Kamche, kindly bring us to speed.
Well, Wambiru, good afternoon to you back in studio. Like you said, we are coming to you live from the Bomas of Kenya, where, of course, the exercise of the presidential nomination is currently ongoing. This is the fourth day since Sunday when it began, Monday, then yesterday, and then today is the fourth day. So today the IEBC was meant to see three candidates from independent, two of them from independent, as well one of them from Agano Party. So this morning they started with Honorable Jeremiah Nyaga, who is an independent candidate. He appeared before the IEBC, but of course he was not successful. His was an interim rejection. Of course, he had three issues that IEBC indicated that they cannot accept his application. One of them being that his running mate is showing, the name of his running mate is showing that he is a registered member of Chama Cha Uzalendo Party, which the IEBC chair says it is not according to the law. Again, he says that there is a form, self-declaration form of the candidate that has not been stamped with the IEBC. Again, we have also seen the issue of supporters list coming up again for this particular candidate. Of course, out of 21 copies, 22 presented copies, 21 were okay, but there are still 3 more to be submitted to the IEBC. Wafula Chebukati giving him until this afternoon to try and rectify that particular shortfall. Again, we understand that there is a candidate called James Kamau, who is one of the youngest presidential candidate, a presidential aspirant in this particular race, in this year's race. James Kamau appeared before IEBC yesterday, but of course his application was rejected due to a number of issues. Among them, he had not fulfilled, or rather filled, the electoral code of conduct. It was not well filled. Again, the issue of supporter signatures coming up. So yesterday, when it was rejected, his application was rejected, he was given this morning. He appeared before IEBC. Again, he did not fully meet the requirements of IEBC, and he was sent away, given about an hour, 2 hours to rectify that particular mistake, and he came back again before the IEBC this afternoon. Just a few minutes ago, he was before the IEBC for the third time to try and show that he has managed to rectify the shortcomings that he was facing, but again, he was still rejected. The third presidential aspirant who appeared before IEBC this morning is Agano Party presidential candidate, who is David Mwaure Wahiga. Of course, even his application had issues. Among them is that the signatures of the supporters that he submitted did not meet IEBC's. For him, some of the signatures were from individuals whose certificates were of the refugees, KCPE certificates, birth certificate, huduma number cards, which, according to IEBC, that say that it does not go well with the law, that the law does not allow. So David Mwaure has also been given until 2 p.m. this afternoon, of course, to show up before the IEBC again to give out the correct information, which he says that they will fully comply with. According to him, is that there's a challenge that faced the party that the SecGen passed on, and of course during that time there was this disorganization that they did not manage to check out all what was needed for them. according to him, is just a mix-up of supporting documents, and that they will be able to give out to IEBC this afternoon. The last person to meet IEBC before the break, of course, we understand there's another candidate coming up, or aspirant coming up this afternoon. Before the break, IEBC managed to meet Jen Juliet Munyeki, who is also an independent candidate, and of course, same story for her, that she did not have sufficient copies of the supporters list. There was also a not signed Form 13 that was not signed by the deputy, of which they said that they were at the IEBC offices, but they were not given that particular form to sign. So this afternoon, we are expecting to see Dorothy Kemunto Nyagori of independent candidate, who will be appearing before IEBC this afternoon. And of course, we will be letting in our viewers on whatever it is that is happening from this side. And of course, tomorrow we understand that the Deputy President, William Ruto, will be his turn to appear before the IEBC. So basically, that is it from this end. Back to you in studio, Wambiru.